Ever wondered why some people get what they want and others don't? Here's something for you to ponder. It's all about power, and more specifically, the 48 laws of power. Today we delve into the intriguing depths of the 13th law. This law navigates the art of asking for help, but not just that. It's about appealing to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Intrigued? Stay tuned to discover the secret behind the 13th law of power. The 13th law of power states, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Let's dissect this intriguing principle. The first component is asking for help. We all need assistance at times, whether we're scaling a business, solving a complex problem, or navigating life's unpredictable turns. But the way we seek this help can make a world of difference. The second element of the law is appealing to self-interest. This isn't about manipulating others, it's about understanding their motivations and aligning your request with their goals and desires. When people see a direct benefit, they're more likely to lend a hand. Lastly, the law advises against appealing to mercy or gratitude. This is where many falter. Pleading or expressing desperation can make you appear weak, while expecting help based on past favors can lead to disappointment. Remember, people are inherently self-interested, and their actions often reflect that. By grasping these three key components, asking for help, appealing to self-interest, and avoiding appeals to mercy or gratitude, you can wield this law to your advantage. It's not about being selfish or cunning, it's about understanding human nature and using this knowledge to foster mutually beneficial relationships. Understanding this law can be a game changer in your personal and professional life. It can help you navigate social dynamics more effectively, build stronger relationships, and ultimately, achieve your goals. So let's delve deeper into this law and uncover how you can apply it in your everyday life. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a strategic move. Imagine you're in a maze and you're lost. You've tried all possible paths, yet you keep hitting dead ends. The sensible thing to do at this point is to ask someone who knows the maze better than you for guidance. It's not succumbing to defeat. It's simply employing a strategy to overcome the challenge. The same principle applies in our daily lives. We often find ourselves in situations where we need help, whether it's at work, in personal relationships, or even in mundane tasks. It's important to understand that asking for help isn't just about admitting that you're unable to do something on your own. Rather, it's about recognizing that others may have expertise or perspective that you lack, and leveraging that to your advantage. There's strength in vulnerability, in acknowledging that we're not all-knowing beings. When we ask for help, we open doors to new insights, fresh perspectives, and perhaps even unexpected opportunities. It allows us to learn, grow, and become better versions of ourselves. Moreover, the way we ask for help matters a great deal. It's not about groveling or begging. It's about communicating your need effectively and appealing to the other person's self-interest. This doesn't mean manipulating them, but rather showing them how helping you could also benefit them in some way. The point is to create a win-win situation where both parties gain something from the interaction. Remember, the key to asking for help lies in humility, clarity, and mutual benefit. It's about acknowledging your limitations, clearly expressing your need, and ensuring that the person you're asking sees the value in helping you. So, the next time you need assistance, remember, it's not just about asking, it's about asking smartly. We all have our self-interests. The trick is to make your needs align with others. Now let's delve deeper into this concept of appealing to self-interest. This is not about manipulation or deceit. Rather, it's about understanding the motivations of others and aligning your requests accordingly. Imagine you're a sailor lost in the vast ocean. You spot a lighthouse in the distance. That beacon is the self-interest of the person you're asking for help. Your task is to navigate towards that light, aligning your needs with the direction it points. How do we identify these lighthouses, these self-interests? It begins with observation and understanding. Look for patterns in behavior, listen to the words that people use, and pay attention to their values and passions. These are indicators of what drives a person, what they care about, and ultimately, what their self-interests are. Once you've identified this, the next step is making your request appealing to them. It's about framing the conversation in a way that highlights the benefits they stand to gain. Let's say you need a colleague to assist you with a project. Rather than simply asking for their help, you could position it as an opportunity for them to showcase their skills, to learn something new, or to gain visibility in front of senior management. The key is to find that sweet spot where your needs intersect with their self-interest. But remember, this isn't a one-way street. While you're asking for assistance, it's crucial to show your willingness to reciprocate. This could be in the form of a returned favor, a shared opportunity, or even just a heartfelt thank you. The goal is to create a win-win situation where both parties benefit. Ultimately, appealing to self-interest is about creating a bridge between what you need and what the other person wants. It's about moving away from the notion of asking for a favor and towards the idea of proposing a partnership. When you appeal to someone's self-interest, you're not just asking for help. You're offering a mutually beneficial opportunity. Begging for mercy and banking on gratitude can lead you down a slippery slope. It's a statement that commands attention, doesn't it? It's because it goes against the grain of what many of us have been taught about human nature and compassion. But let's dig deeper into this concept. Appealing to mercy or gratitude is essentially an emotional appeal. It relies heavily on the other person's feelings of compassion, pity, or indebtedness. However, these feelings can be fleeting, inconsistent, and heavily influenced by external factors. They are not a reliable foundation for a sustainable power dynamic. Imagine you're in a negotiation scenario and you appeal to the other party's mercy. You're essentially placing yourself in a position of weakness, hoping that they will choose to be kind. But what happens when they're having a bad day or their priorities shift? Your appeal to mercy becomes less effective. Similarly, banking on gratitude is a risky strategy. Gratitude is a beautiful thing, but it's also subjective and temporary. It can fade over time or be overshadowed by new developments. And let's not forget, not everyone values the same acts or gestures equally. What you consider a massive favor, others might see as a minor assistance, leading to a mismatch in expectations and potentially damaging relationships. In contrast, when you appeal to someone's self-interest, you're tapping into a more robust and consistent motivator. People are naturally driven to seek out what benefits them. If you can align your needs with their desires, you create a mutually beneficial scenario, a win-win situation. This is a more stable and reliable foundation for power. So, the next time you're in a position where you're seeking help or cooperation, remember to avoid the pitfalls of appealing to mercy or gratitude. Instead, identify the other party's self-interest and align it with your goal. This not only benefits you, but also adds value to them, fostering a relationship based on mutual benefit and respect. Remember, power is not gained by begging for mercy or relying on gratitude, but by strategic actions and negotiations. Let's take a moment to recap the power of the 13th law. We've journeyed through the intricate corridors of power that lead us to the 13th law. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. A law that, when understood and applied, can become a game changer in our interactions and negotiations. We dove into the art of asking for help, understanding that it's not simply about requesting assistance. It's a strategic move, a dance of words and emotions, where the key lies not in the question, but in the presentation. It's about making the other person see the benefits they stand to gain by offering their assistance. Moving forward, we explored the concept of self-interest and how it's a potent driving force in human behavior. By appealing to this inherent instinct, we can position our requests in a way that they become mutually beneficial propositions. It's about painting a picture where the person we're asking sees a clear win for themselves. This is the art of appealing to self-interest. Then we ventured into the territory of what to avoid, appeals to mercy or gratitude. These appeals often fall on deaf ears as they place the burden on the other person's emotions rather than their rationale. They can make the other person feel manipulated or obliged, which is not a strong foundation for any interaction or relationship. The 13th law of power is not about manipulation, but about understanding human nature and using this knowledge to our advantage. It's about creating win-win situations where everyone benefits and feels valued. It's about taking the reins of our interactions and steering them towards our goals in a way that also benefits others. Mastering the 13th law of power is mastering the art of negotiation and influence. Use it wisely, and you'll see the power it holds.